Hey there, everyone. My name is Ethan Ellis. I'm a PhD student here at the Humphrey School of Public Affairs, and I'm going to be the instructor for PA 8302, Applied Policy Analysis. This video is going to be part of a series of videos going over course logistics. The whole purpose of creating these in video form is so that we don't have to go through the entire syllabus on day one of class and can essentially hit the ground running as far as class goes. So today I'm going to go over basic information, some course content, and a bunch of policies, including grading, a brand new artificial intelligence policy that I wrote up for this course, absences, other university policies, and what you all have to look forward to in the coming weeks. So, as I said at the beginning, my name is Ethan Ellis. I use he, him pronouns. My email address is ejellis@universityofminnesota.edu. And my office hours are going to be on Tuesdays from 9 to 11 o'clock a.m. Or via appointment. I'm going to have a Google Calendar that you can all use to sign up for these office hours. I will assume that you're going to want to do them via Zoom. However, I will be in my office during these hours, and my office is going to be in Humphrey Room 55. Now, that can be a little bit difficult to access because you need key access to get in. So, if you do want to do in person, then I ask that you email me ahead of time just so that I can know that I need to let you in to the office to meet with me. My TA is going to be Kate Bennett. She uses she, her pronouns. Her email is right there. And she is going to be holding her office hours generally from 4:30 to 5:30 in the same classroom as we'll be holding class. So you can essentially just hang out with her after class, meet with her, make sure any of your questions are answered. And she'll also have office hours available by appointment if 4:30, 5:30 does not work for you. One thing that I do want to say here is make sure that you send an email making sure that your suggested office hours for your appointment work with Cater I so that and then once we confirm that we have a time that works, then you can send a calendar invite. Class is going to be meeting from 2:30 to 4:25 on Mondays and Wednesdays, and it's going to be meeting in Humphrey Room 30. This is going to be in the basement of the Humphrey School of Public Affairs. Uh, there's only one hallway down here, and so it should hopefully be pretty easy to find. Now, the goal of this course is going to be to gain familiarity with the interpretation and use of cutting-edge econometric methods used in impact evaluation and causal analysis. The reason why I use the term cutting edge is because these are going to be all the methods that are used in papers these days if you're an applied economist, like myself and like Jen Johnson, who's the person who wrote a lot of these course materials. Uh, as someone who took this class, these are a lot of the methods and materials that I use in my own research and that I go back to whenever I have questions about how I need to approach something. We're also going to be talking about the advantages and disadvantages of each method, as well as the assumptions necessary for causality with each of these methods. Um, so this is essentially going to go through not only are these methods appropriate for your particular study, but when you're writing your paper, what is it that you need to do to convince your audience that you have truly reached a causal conclusion? We're also going to be talking about effective communication and interpretation of methods and results. This course is going to be pretty time intensive and will push your technical and interpretive skills. However, I will say that it's not impossible. I think a lot of you have already taken your first year coursework, and this will be kind of on the level of some of the first year PhD level econometrics courses. Um, For master's students, it will definitely be a step up from your master's levels courses. However, I don't foresee this to be a massive jump up, so please don't feel super stressed out about this course. Um, all of the hard work is going to pay off, as I said before. This is going to be for PhD students, a lot of the material that you're going to be leaning on as you start getting into your dissertation phase. And for master's students, this is going to be a great step up as you consider starting your own research career and also as you consider get into research adjacent positions that might utilize some of these methods. So for master's level students, we have a minimum requirement of master's level econometrics. So you will have already taken this through PA 5031 or 5045 and PA 50044/5033. For PhD students, if you've taken a first year econometric sequence, a first year uh, statistics sequence, that will suffice. Um, a good barometer for whether or not you have taken the prerequisites for this course is whether or not you've seen some of these methods before, whether it be basic OLS regression, but also instrumental variables and fixed effects estimators. If you have that, then we'll be sort of building on a lot of that throughout this course. I also expect everyone to either have familiarity with Stata or at least be able to learn Stata on the fly. I will admit, when I took this course, I was very much an R person. I still am an R person. However, even I use Stata throughout this course. I do believe that learning new softwares on the fly is an important skill for any PhD student, any applied economist, any policy analyst. I've used many different softwares throughout my career, both as a PhD student and prior to matriculating into a PhD program. And so, yeah, so you will have to use Stata.